The Maldives, 26 atolls about 700 kilometres southwest of Sri Lanka in the Indian Ocean. With an average ground level of 1.3 metres above sea level, the Maldives holds the record for being the lowest country in the world. To approach the islands of the Maldives, we flew by little air taxis, seaplanes. Dives showed the myriad of different fish on the reef, all rushing around here, there and everywhere. Amazing life. This graceful southern stingray belies its beauty by having one or two venomous spines along its tail. Sharks patrol along the edge of the reef. Sharks feed mostly at night, so we should be safe. Keeping in mind that there's safety in numbers, hundreds of yellowtail snappers congregate out of the current and mass together. Jacks also congregate in large schools. We start to get ready for the next adventure, never knowing what will greet us as we approach the reef. Manta. The word manta, which is Spanish for blanket, describes the manta ray very well. As a harmless filter feeder, it has no teeth in its upper jaw and only tiny skin-covered stumps in its lower jaw. Excess water is sieved out through the manta's gills. They are sometimes known as devil rays for the horn-shaped flaps on either side of the head, used to funnel plankton into their cavernous mouths. Sometimes the current is so fast we just have to go with the flow. It feels a bit like flying as we pass beautiful soft corals. The reef is composed of coral debris and living coral. This acts as a natural barrier against the sea, forming lagoons. A clownfish is safe in its anemone, as the tentacles will painfully sting any predators, but the clownfish builds up an immunity to the sting. The green turtle is carnivorous, eating mollusks and jellyfish. Endangered because they've been hunted for their shell and flesh, even newly hatched young have been sold to curiosity shops. So now we have to think about leaving this piece of paradise and returning to the rat race. On the 28th of April 2008, the Maldives president made a plea for a cut in global greenhouse gas emissions, warning that rising sea levels could submerge the islands of the Maldives. It would also cause the loss of a lot of fish habitat, as salinity levels and temperatures would drop.